Well, Edie and Golston, Governor Gavin Newsom's signature really launches what's likely to be a nearly year-long process to put this measure into motion. The governor officially signed that bill here at the state capitol inside the rotunda, flanked by dozens of Democratic lawmakers. The bill creates a new division in the California Energy Commission that will serve as a watchdog that will be tasked with collecting and analyzing private business information and data from oil refiners. Newsom acknowledged setting this up will take 9 to 12 months. That group can then decide if oil company profits should be capped when they make too much money off of California drivers and decide if there should be a fine when they go over that limit. All of this comes in response to gas price spikes we saw late last summer and fall, which Newsom's administration had said did not make sense. Newsom originally called on the legislature to pass a straight-up price gouging penalty, but he says this version that he signed off on today is 10 times better.
This is one of the greatest ripoffs in modern American history, what's been happening here in California. This is the size of 21 state populations combined. This is not a small state. It's not a hyperbolic statement. There's no greater consumer base domestically than the state of California. And they've been taking advantage of folks for decades and decades and decades. And if that's the case, and we determine why, that's a big deal.
Now, oil industry representatives have said the state's mounting environmental laws and regulations have dwindled the number of refiners across the state, which has contributed to supply and demand problems. Through this process now moving forward, the oil industry is hoping that the legislature will put together a bill to clarify some of that private business information and data and how the state exactly plans to protect that information, which is right now shielded through state and federal antitrust laws. The president of the Western States Petroleum Association also weighed in on whether or not this law will get challenged in court.
We actually see evidence of that desire to engage. That may send us down one path. But if we don't see that, we have to look at that. It would be irresponsible if we didn't look at that because of what's at stake here. And so, I hate to say whether it's on the table or off the table, but it is certainly going to be something we think about as we figure out where we go after today's 4:30 signing.
Now, the signing of this bill officially marks the end of that special legislative session the governor called in response to gas prices. Now, because this measure won't really be operational until next year, the governor did acknowledge state regulators will not be able to obviously use this tool if there are gas price spikes sometime this year. Reporting live here at the state capitol, Ashley Zavala, KCRA 3 News.